The morning loop, baby, it starts. It starts right now.
Guess what, nation? It's hump day.
Speak for yourself. In my house, every day is hump day. Oh, you're kissing and telling now? Or is that humping and telling? Seriously, can we focus on our people? You started it, dude. Next thing you know, you're gonna ask Keith to put your head on Sora instead of his... Speaking of heads, good time. Well done using Keith and Sora, man. That was awesome.
Loved it.
All right, let's get this show rolling. Keith, John, Marty, crew, the floor is yours.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Preston and Sterling bringing us their conversational topics this morning. Yes, sirree, baby. Hey, listen, you guys can join the conversation with us this morning. You know how to do that. The comments are open. Vertical stream's open. The horizontal stream is open. In the coming weeks and months, they're going to combine that. So we are going to have one stream that's going to keep us all together with some great conversation. And guys, as you know, in the second hour, we're going to open up the phone lines, 431-300-3005. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail. And to those of you that are not watching live right now, not really sure why you wouldn't be watching live, get up, set that alarm. Yep, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We are here, live morning conversation to help you guys get up and get after it. Bernard, good to see you this morning, brother. I see you there on the horizontal stream. I know. YouTube's working hard on combining the streams together so that we're going to have one unified stream experience. I got to be honest, I'm kind of curious how they're going to do that. So what I'm suspecting is going to happen is they're going to have, we're going to have one view, and you're going to see either a horizontal stream or a vertical stream on the one face there. So I'm looking forward to that when they bring that together. And yeah, Lady Drew, you're right. Memberships are available. And hey, something else they've offered too, guys. And actually, I just thought about this. Hey, Sullivan, good to see you this morning as well. I got a question for you guys. Melissa, myself, and Jimmy and Raheem were at a production meeting last week talking about the community here. And I would like to get some feedback from you guys. Question, if I put together a survey and dropped it off here in the comments, would you guys be willing to take a few minutes out of your day and complete that survey for us? What's it for? Well, truthfully, to learn more about what you guys are looking for. What kind of, obviously, we're creating content to create a community here, to create a massive morning show for those that want to get up, get after it, and, achieve their biggest, most audacious goals. And I'm thinking if something's interesting to Holroyd, or something interesting to Brandon, or something interesting to Lady Drew or Sullivan or Bernard, it's going to be interesting to somebody else, including somebody else. So we're going to drop something here, ideally tomorrow or Friday. The next couple of days, we'll drop something in the comments. This is not about gathering data and trying to understand what your underwear size is or what you eat for dinner. No, literally. Well, maybe we will ask what they eat for dinner. But no, I'm just seriously enough, just want to know what buttons to push, what buttons more we can push, what buttons less we can push so that we can keep creating this incredible morning show experience. And the best way to do that is to go to your community and ask the questions. So that's exactly what we are going to do this morning. All right, thanks, Petro. John Petrocelli's here as well, the bullshit professor. And hey, guys, I'm working on a segment. Johnny's going to like this one. And I've been playing with some naming for it. But I think we're going to lean into doing something called Did You Know? A Did You Know segment. Yes, almost like a bullshit or no bullshit. So something fun, something shorts-wise, and we are going to get that working on as well. Tell you what we're also working on. Hey, Jimmy, let's cue those Sora videos up. I want to talk about them for a couple minutes. So, hey, Richie, if you're out there listening, Tom Ritchie Legacies podcast, the greatest cannabis podcast on the planet. Richie's leaning into the Sora. Charlie, good time you out there, brother. Good times out there leaning into Sora. Uncle Keith, the handsome chief, his head is floating around the community on behalf of Tom Ritchie and Good Time. So yesterday after the show, Good Time got himself together and was like, hey, I'm going to make a video with Uncle Keith. And sure enough, Uncle Keith, the clown, was up there. Jimmy, let's run a couple of those videos before we bring Marty.
This for me, Cassandra.
I was trying to protect you, Keith.
Protect me or protect him? I have to know the truth.
The truth will destroy this family.
It's already in pieces.
That was my hair from a couple years ago. Yeah, it's exactly how my hair was, Jimmy. I had a hairstyle I think Marty would appreciate, Uncle Keith there with that hair. He'd be looking at me like, oh, fuck, man. That is white boy hair. Marty, that's the ultimate white boy hair right there. Jimmy, let's run the last clown one before bring Marty up here.
Hey everybody, we're back and I'm hanging out with Bubbles the Clown. Big weekend coming up, right?
Yeah, we're setting up the big top at the fairgrounds. It's gonna be a blast.
Love it. Before we wrap, I promised the crew I'd show off a little energy. Check this out. It's the only damn...
Kindness Rising. Matt Roof's here too, 7:30 Eastern time. A kind guy. Love that guy. And we got Marty coming here in a second. So there you go, guys. Let's see your videos. Let's see your videos, guys. It's easy to do. Hey, Richie, super easy, right? Hey, Charlie, super easy, right? And a lot of fun, right? So, guys, as simple as this, you actually... all you got to do is get your fingers rolling or your mouth going and just type your prompt. Grab Uncle Keith's head there, the handsome chief, and it makes the video. And as simple as that, actually. So, yeah, a lot of fun with the Sora platform. I encourage you guys to get out there. Would love to see you guys playing with my head. Yeah, come play with my head. Jimmy, there's the cut. Let's bring in the boys.
A protein bar that boosts cancer risk? That's a new kind of game.
Yep, that's what a fitness influencer actually did. We'll talk about it.
Almonds or walnuts, which one's the real superfood?
Good question. Joni will break it down for us and say almonds or nothing.
You know what's holding more men back than failure?
Shame. It's quiet, it's corrosive, and we're digging into it today.
It all starts before dawn with that first step, that first rep.
Every successful day is built on that morning foundation.
Waking up with anxiety? You're not alone.
And you're not stuck either. We've got 5 habits that bring you back to calm.
And that's what's on deck today, nation. Why?
Strong lineup. Keith, John, take it from here.
Morning, boys. Morning, boys. Morning, boys.
What's happening, brother?
What's going on? Hey, how are you today?
Hey, are the gay boys getting more distinguished?
What?
They look like I didn't notice the gray hair on one of them.
You know what's funny is that there's a text from Jimmy and Melissa that Johnny didn't see the opener. There's some funny shit that dropped this morning with the puppy. I think I'll have to send you the clip this morning, Johnny.
Is the puppy a boy or a girl?
Melissa, so I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that question.
Well, you name
it's a boy. It's a boy. It's a boy. Yeah,
well,
it's a boy.
Better be with the name like Pitcher.
Well, pitcher would suggest that there's a receptacle attached. The catcher would. Yes.
Then I've really got to see how these guys operate. I got to see. I'd like to know. But I don't want to see it.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Tom Richie, you keep getting the content violations, eh? Yeah. Well, let's keep trying. A lot of fun with Sora. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw that.
What happened? Who's getting content violations?
Yeah. So Tom Richie, and so then Nation was out there making some videos with Uncle Cheat with my head yesterday, and I guess Richie was trying to make some videos.
It's the prompt. You got to be just fucking right with the prompt.
Yeah, well, so when they launched the platform on the weekend, you were able to do everything. I was doing Ronald McDonald and a bunch of crazy shit. I got a bunch of drafts sitting in my folder with a bunch of characters that I'm just kind of slowly releasing. But then since then, they've been putting the guardrails on to protect people's IP. But I'll tell you, man, it's fun, it's addictive, it's easy to do. It's just, I think it's a really fun platform to get on. It really is. It's a lot of fun.
I can take a picture like something of my own.
Yeah.
And ask it to alter it. And like, we can't do that. It's copyright violation. It's fucking me, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. It's certainly an interesting time. I'm still waiting for Marty's head to show up on Sora. Still waiting for Marty there. Marty's not there yet. The young buck. Marty, what are you waiting for, brother? What the hell are you waiting for?
I ain't waiting for nothing, man. I'm gonna get on it today, man.
It's like you just gotta turn it on. You're like my mom. I'll wait till Monday, and I'm like, fuck, mom. What do you do? Just start now.
Nah, you just got to stay on me about it.
Hey, Mark, this is interesting. No, he didn't bust me up about this because I haven't fucked with it yet either, but he didn't say anything to me.
Well, so I'm waiting on the old dog because I got to get the young dog here first. So I'm like, once I get the young, Johnny, I know your limitations. I say that with love.
You know what it comes down to right now, brother? My limitation right now is fucking time.
I know. Yeah.
It's just like, I was up at 1:45 today.
Jesus.
Trying to get all the website stuff completed and all this kind of bullshit after GoDaddy had bigger daddy come give him a spank and then tell me what to do. And my tech guy was like, this is bullshit. We don't have to do this. We can fight this. That's illegal. I said, look, I don't want to fight. I just want to avoid and keep doing my thing. You know?
Yeah, pain in the ass. That's absolutely for sure. It certainly can be a pain in the ass. Marty, how's your last 22 hours, brother?
It's been pretty good, man. I had to. I know I keep saying this. I got to sit down and stretch more, man. I just been focusing on that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mark, you know where you're sitting right now? Stretch right now, brother. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's like literally just put a little stool out there, kick your foot up, between segments, switch sides. Like it's I don't actually have it in here today, but I normally do. I have a little stool I put there, and then at the lake house, I have a little stool underneath. I just keep flipping my legs up. It makes a big difference just because you're multitasking.
Yeah, no, I usually do it with my shoulders and stuff up here, but I had to sit down like stretch for like an hour yesterday. Cut my workout short. Yeah, I just took an hour and just stretched. That felt great. So I got a lot of tightness in my lower calf.
Yeah.
Going down to my Achilles area, so it's kind of scaring me a little bit. So.
Oh yeah.
You got to be careful of that, dude. Achilles is big fucking trouble.
Exactly. So yeah, I just been chilling out. Yep.
I'll tell you what I'm feeling good about. You know what I love? I love the feeling when you're off lifting for a little while, and I've never been off lifting, but I was off more of the emphasis on heavy lifting, and I've I could say in the last maybe few months I've refocused my energy on heavy lifting again. I love, and I don't know if this is real, John, or this is bro science, but I love just this idea of muscle memory. What I mean by that is I got under the bench today. I felt just fucking strong, man. Good bench, just a good form. And you know what I mean by that? Where you're like, yeah, I felt like I was like 46 again. And just that kind of goofy feeling, John. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean?
That, dude. I feel like I was 46 again. I love it, dude.
Well, Keith was a late bloomer to the athletic peak, John.
But I'm serious though. I was, because here's truth, guys. Like there was years ago, I could not do a pull-up. John, don't laugh, but I couldn't do a pull-up. I could not pull my body up. Right today, I can crush.
That's really fucking common, brother.
No, I know we're talking about it today. We're going to talk about like just the kind of things that we all can do.
That's really cool because I mean I can't even remember how many people when they give me their goals, one of the things say I want to do a pull up for the first time.
I remember with AJ Zeglin, he's okay. You're doing a pull up. I was like, yeah.
And I can hang there and flop around like a fucking fish. I'm real good at that.
My big gut, my big ass hanging there, and thinking I was all fucking huge, even though I wasn't. But then he puts that old elastic band, those bands you hang on there, and those resistance bands. And sure enough, one became two, and then two became no bands, became three, and today I can easily do 10 in a row, and good quality pull-ups, right? And
that's 10 good quality pull-ups. You separate yourself from a lot of people.
I think so. Thank you. And I'm just feeling good about
pull-ups used to be like one of my dips, and pull-ups were like my favorite thing. But I have to be really careful with pull-ups now. I've ripped both my lats on both sides doing pull-ups.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind, I was heavy.
Well, yeah.
I was just fucking banging them out. I used to, at over 300 pounds, I could, if I got really fucking ready to rock, I used to do them to warm up. That's what I would go to the gym, and I would just jump up and I would knock out a set to failure. That's how I'd warm up for body day.
Yeah.
Doing 30 pull-ups is a fucking joke. I could sometimes get over 40.
Wow.
Granted, they weren't full range and I was pumping them out. It's one thing if you're trying to get 10 really good ones or you're just going for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. Then somewhere along the lines, I did one side and then I was like, God damn it. So I waited. I think what happened was then as I came back, I started to favor that side, put too much pressure on the other side, popped that one. Like, fuck, man. And so it's really fucking weird. So it's just like, and each time I did it, if you were to look close, I don't know if you can see here.
Yes.
You can see like this side doesn't come out as far. There's fucking tissue that ripped off this fucker. It's gone.
So I want to I want to really simplify this. So you're literally doing you're doing a pull up, and you ripped your muscle, you ripped your lats in the middle of the move.
It sounds like when when you rip a towel.
I was just gonna.
Sounds like that inside your head.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's like this. It's like this. Maybe a half a second of like fucking really sharp. I shouldn't say sharp, like almost like scary pain, and then it goes away because the muscle rips off. It's not attached anymore. when you rip a muscle, like I did my bicep, I ripped first time I ripped it, it was right in the belly, right?
Okay.
And so that hurt like a motherfucker because it was still there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
The second time I did it, that was actually lifting. Excuse me. Yeah, that was lifting an Atlas stone. Right. The second time I did it, it pulled off down here.
Jesus.
And once it was gone, it didn't hurt at all because it's not attached anymore.
When that happens, is that something that you know it's happening while it's happening, John, or is it where you're in the mode, you're in the moment, and all of a sudden you're doing a movement, and then the pain happens? Is it basically that?
Think like this, like when you think of like when you're coming out of the bottom of a squat, you explode.
Yes.
Right when you explode, something happens.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's like you're going one way, it's going the other way, and there's no. I mean, there's been times when I get you weird cursor, weird signal shit I learned.
Yes.
First time I really tore my pec, that was a substantial tear. I was doing incline bench press.
Okay.
And I was fucking feeling really good. I was knocking out sets of 10 with 405, just fucking crushing it. And I was like, God damn it, my left bicep over here, I've got this weird feeling in my bicep.
Yeah.
I was young. I was like 23. I was like, my bicep. But I didn't understand at that time, they're attached. So the bicep was telling me, hey, dude, you got a fucking problem coming down the pipe.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't know the signal.
Yeah.
It got a little bit worse. The second set, the third one, fucking pow.
Yeah.
There goes the chest.
Marty, how about you, man? Have you ever experienced any of this yourself?
No, most of my stuff has been lower body.
Yeah.
Turf toe, hamstrings.
Yeah.
Quads.
Yeah.
Hip, lower back. Nothing up top though. The only thing I had I did have a bad shoulder fracture. I was going up to dunk, and this guy he ended up making it to the NFL. Actually, he fouled me hard.
The NFL, not the NBA.
Not the NBA, the NFL.
Oh, big old motherfucker then.
Ended up going down face first, fractured my face. You can still see it to this day. It's a little uneven here. Fractured my face, fractured my shoulder, and was out in the season for about a month and some change.
You were what for a month?
I said I was out. Like I couldn't play. I couldn't practice anything. I couldn't go to school. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't read.
Wow.
We got a question for Anderson for Brandon. Hey, Johnny, how much do you weigh right now and your body fat?
I don't know. I don't really track my body fat much. I only weigh myself a few times a month.
Yeah.
But I'd say right now I'm pretty fucking lean.
Yeah, looks like it.
Like you can see like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's not much like that's kind of a good judge. There's not much in those pockets. And I can also see like in my lower back, you can actually see the bottoms of my lats. So that tells me I'm tight.
Yeah.
I'm about 270.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. At anything above that, I'm not really lean.
Gotcha.
But then funny enough, it takes me I have to go down to about 260 to get this really lean, and then I fill myself back up a little bit. That makes sense.
Yeah. 100%. And hey, and Brandon, just because I play a role of John's assistant along the way as well, making sure you guys have connected off show. So Brandon, if you haven't, make sure you connect with Johnny so Johnny can help you out. Speaking of Anderson, YouTube's launching private members, creators live streams. So in other words, we could take this live stream public, and during the live stream, we can say, okay, guys, in the next 5 minutes, we're taking over to a private stream, and those that are members can get over to it. So
that's becoming really popular right now.
Yep. Well, and I'm telling you guys, it's just if anybody reads in between the lines, all you got to do is the 2 weeks ago, the announcement from YouTube of where the direction they're heading, and it is live. It's live because, AI generated content is words now, right? If you want to have a real experience, it's a live conversation. So they're also enabling your ability to, so for example, they're also going to turn on the ability, let's say Brandon Jensen and John Petro. Let's say John and Brandon were doing their own live show at the same time. They could actually join our live show at the same time, and we could stream simultaneously and have it back and forth.
That's crazy.
They're doing some really cool shit. Crazy. Yeah, they're doing some really cool. Oh, Mike Sullivan,
dropping the bomb, baby.
Sullivan, I appreciate you, man. Wow, that's exceptional stuff. I thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that.
Hey, Sullivan, Sullivan, I know you were trying to hook up with my website. We had to change the web address. I'm not sure if you were aware of that. So It's the Weber had to change versus when it originally gave it to you when you're going to grab some shit. So if you're good, if you need some help, let us know.
There you
but
go.
Hey, back to the injury thing, the weirdest one ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, when you do, you guys have you've done something where you get that thing. It's like you just stop. Right.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
It's that muscle pull, tear, whatever. We've all had something like that. Correct.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I'm in a contest and it was a rising bar deadlift. And
rising bar deadlift. Okay.
Yeah. So it starts at 700 pounds and it goes up 25 pounds. And if you can do it, you come back in, right? Once you can't do it, you're out. And so basically in a lift like that, you're looking at, okay, how many points do I need? Because you fucking kill yourself on a big deadlift, especially if it's early in the contest. You got stones coming, truck pulls, all sorts of shit.
Jesus.
So I was like, all I need to do is hit 8. And with the field that's gone, I'll have enough points. I only need to score this high in this event, right? So anyway, so 800 pounds, I'm fucking pulling this thing, and it's coming up over right as it comes over the knee. I get this feeling in my left hamstring. I feel this like I feel this pop. Pop is, I guess that would be the best term. Pop. I didn't hear tear, right? And I'm like, but I didn't let go, right? And I finished the lift, and I was like, fuck, I got my points. I knew I was going to be holding on. Even if something's going wrong, I'm holding on. That's just the nature. I needed that lift, period. End of story. But if I had really fucking ripped something, you can't hold on. It's like, it's almost like a reaction. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because your body's saying you can't hold on. It's telling you not.
If it's a bad rip, if it's a little one, you can hold on through it. But if it's a bad one, but to fucking a pop is usually that's something detached. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I finished the lift and I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for the judge to give me the down signal, and it's all kind of slow motion. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Because I was able to, that was a big pop, and I was able to hold on. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so my coach is over there. He can't even tell anything happened, right? So I'm looking at him. It was all in my mind. Right? I mean, it was happened, but from the outside, he couldn't look. So I put the bar down, get the signal, put the bar down. I'm walking down the steps, and I'm like, off the stage. I'm like, fuck, my hamstring feels okay. What the fuck's going on? And I was like, I couldn't figure out what it was, right? Well, fucking next morning, I figured out what it was. I had ruptured a fucking disc. So what that was, it's like a jelly donut.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I didn't figure this out the next morning. I realized what happened. I was like, oh, I fucked my back up. But the surgeon actually told me what happened. When I explained it to him, he goes, okay, then what you felt was this. Because the jelly donut, the disc ruptured right at the same spot where the S1 nerve was. He goes, so what you felt was that jelly come squirting out of there and fucking popped the S1 nerve, which then sent that feeling down the back of your leg.
God.
Jesus Murphy, man. You know, Marty, so if there's anything I love with Wout Anderson is that I call him the human experiment, because the guy's body.
Is that him or us?
It might have been me, actually.
He went out. Yeah,
might have been me. Yeah, Marty. I was saying though that what I enjoy about Johnny's stories is that his body has been through so much crazy shit. Like it's real life stuff. It's not just it's not textbook. It's real stuff.
Yeah, Johnny's been through everything, man.
I know.
But I mean,
he was an actual athlete.
You know, this started back when, I mean, fuck, I was trying to think the very first experiments was my diet. You know, I started eating, 500 grams of protein a day when people know they thought, that extra protein won't turn into energy. Well, I'm doing it. I feel fine. 10 years later, they proved it. But it wasn't about what the science said. It was about, let's try something and see what happens.
Well, that's what I love, because now, we have something in our circle, Marty, where we can always just tune into what. So there's the textbook, there's bro science and speculation, then there's reality. And I get to the point where when you're all about the jelly donut, like to be able to describe that, Like some doctor can say, well, this might happen, that might happen, but to actually go, no, this is what's going to happen. This is what it's going to feel like. And this is like, just that whole descriptive process is pretty awesome, man. Hey, B-Drive. Go ahead, Mark.
It was kind of crazy. It was when he explained that to me, it was like, fuck, that was like because when something happens in your research, in your discovery, you're always trying to understand all these signals. Understanding the signals is like the lifeblood of the experimentation. Well, that was something I could never connect the dots. Like, what the fuck happened?
That's why I like that we talk about feelings so much in this show, and not necessarily emotion. So we talk emotional feelings, but dialing into how something feels. Because again, it's there's science, there's reality, but then sometimes it's creating awareness around a feeling that can tell us something, which is a signal. Speaking of feelings, Bernard B-Drive is throwing some feelings on the table, throwing some gifts out there. I appreciate you, Bernard, for that. That is so awesome, man. So grateful for spreading the love out there. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Brandon, just a heads up to you, brother. Send me a text, 431-300-3005. Brandon, send me a text. I'll get you connected with Anderson so you guys can get hooked up here. Johnny, he's left you a couple messages, but there's been no connection there. So I'll help facilitate that, Brandon. Fuck. It's okay. I got it.
That being said, Brandon, first off, we've been so fucking busy over here with all this shit. Keith will. I'm gonna connect with you literally on my fucking phone.
Yeah. So Brandon,
when me or my team makes a mistake, I take 100% accountability. We're talking here later today. Text me.
Yeah. So Brandon, shoot me a text. I'll connect you with Johnny, and we'll get you all sorted out with that for sure. Okay. So listen, I'm looking at the clock. Marty, let's look at the clock. It looks, and Richie, look at the clock.
Well, you want to hear what happened? Why I'm not running for the toilet?
Tell us why now, Anderson. Why you're not running?
Dude, yesterday was quite a day. Fuck, man.
Jesus.
So I started off with all the bullshit that I was dealing with. Yeah. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was in I don't know what it was. The last 36 hours, I had some fucking loose shits. Which is for the most part, I'm pretty good with my stuff, and but once in a while it happens. I figure, well, I must have eaten something.
Yeah.
And dude, it just yesterday got fucking so bad to the point where it was like, it goes from like a log to a cow pie to stew to soup to now it's broth. Well, I went all the way to the broth. And I was like, motherfucker, dude. And at that point, you're just piss and water, and you're tired because you can't hydrate fast enough.
Yeah.
The fucking burning butthole because it's been wiped too much. I'm even using the fucking bidet and it doesn't help. Anyway, so funny enough, I was like, okay, I got to put some of my stomach so to settle it down. So I ate an avocado, just fucking turned it off like a light switch. Really?
Oh, no kidding, eh?
Yeah. Well, funny enough, the other discovery I've done was actually lime juice. We didn't have enough limes. I was like, I'm not going to get what I need out of these 5 limes. I need like a half a glass, like 4 ounces. So anyway, so I ate this. So it boom, turns it off, right? And then this morning, obviously, my system was completely clear because of all the fucking broth that I pissed out, which is actually kind of good because it's a full. Talk about like a colonics from the inside. You know what I mean? And so this morning when I got up, man, I had like the fucking most glorious, like religious experience type dump, and it fucking just gave me one clean shot, which is pretty fucking rare.
Marty, I would love to hear the words in your brain right now.
Thanks for the lesson, man. Now I know.
Dude, this morning was like, this is what it was this morning. It was one pitch, one swing, and a fucking home run. That's all it was. 3 actions.
Speaking of pitcher, I think pitcher is going to make an appearance. Jimmy, let's show Johnny pitcher. I think pitcher is ready for us right now. That's not pitcher. That's not me. That's 431-300-3005. Jimmy's got pitcher, I think. Jimmy told me he's got pitcher somewhere.
I don't see a shaft on him. Do you see a shaft?
Pitcher.
Marty, do you see a shaft?
Oh, yeah, there he goes. There's pitcher's little shaft.
I don't see a shaft.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He's a cute little guy.
John Petricelli, the human experience. JA was like Mikey on the old white cereal commercial. Yes, Marty, you would not know what we're talking about. Johnny would certainly
Absolutely
know. Mikey likes it. Mikey likes it. Mikey likes it. Where all the kids would use Mikey like the guinea pig.
Mikey likes it. Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
That was so. I guess in those days there was no such thing as viral, but it was viral.
That was 100%. Johnny, Marty, it was a fat kid essentially. Johnny was always a fat kid at the dinner table, and anybody that wouldn't want to do nothing, the joke was give it to Mikey because Mikey would do it. So, and I can tell you, I was going to say, John, I could relate to Mikey. I think you probably could too, right?
Oh, yeah,
so
sure.
it was that kind of thing.
Mikey gave all of us fucking poor little bastards someone to relate to.
Yes. Speaking of relating, Johnny, I got something
real quick. Just because I don't have to take a dump doesn't mean I don't have to take a piss.
Okay. Well, listen, I got something. I got a segment.
You got that all out your system.
Yeah, you go for a piss because we're going to start the chat with Marty while you're listening in because it has something to do with this. Why men over 40 are no longer interested in women in their 20s.
Men over 40 aren't chasing 20-somethings anymore.
Turns out priorities change when connection starts to matter more than novelty.
For a lot of men in their 40s, it's not about youth anymore. It's about depth.
Right. Shared experience beats chemistry that burns out in a month.
A lot of men in their 40s aren't looking to teach someone how to live.
Yeah.
They want a partner who already speaks the same language.
Yeah.
For a lot of men now, status isn't the currency anymore. Stability is.
And real is the new measure of success. It's not a midlife crisis, it's a midlife upgrade.
Evolving with intention. Keith, John, what are your opinions?
Marty, what's your thoughts on this deeply scientific discussion that men who are older now, and I'm looking at you, my brother, because you're the younger buck on the show here, but and I know you were dating a young lady probably in her 20s, but does this kind of make sense to you as you'd think you'd be aging? You're like, yeah, I think I can see how priorities would change.
There's factors to it. You know, I think it varies.
Yeah.
But it just depends on what the man ultimately wants. You know, I think now there's probably more separation between Gen Z and millennials because I think 40s is still millennials.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that too. Yeah,
I think there's probably more separation now than ever.
Is that right? You think so?
Absolutely. Economy's different. You know, a lot more people still live at home with their parents. And I think that maybe this is not a knock against women at all. I'm not.
No.
This is just real. But I think a lot more women are looking for someone to come and take them out of their situation. Like,
do you think? Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
I do. And I'm pausing because I want to be selective with my words because I don't want to, again, like yourself, I don't want to be dismissive of our female audience and the lovely women out there.
I got one more thing too.
Yeah, please.
And now that the women in their 20s, they're more on social media.
Yes.
So they expect more fairy tales and unrealistic things. And I think guys in their 40s been putting up with, you know, if you're still single in your 40s or you out of a divorce, you're like, come on, man, I ain't got the patience for that. So if that makes sense.
That's exactly what I was about to ask, and I'm thanking you for helping put the words in my mouth. And again, I want to speak respectfully.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering exactly that we have our females in our 20s, they're seeing these social personas of men in their 40s, and maybe there's an aspiration for that, like you said. And I'm going to use the words, but I'm not suggesting it. But did we kind of go through a sugar daddy era where that is moving away, Marty, where the 40-year-old men are like, nah, fuck that, man. I don't, because to like something AJ said, still strikes me, man. We live in a world now where you can literally swipe left or right, and the next girl on Instagram or whatever you're looking at is like, the choice is so readily available, isn't it, Marty? Like for you as a man picking a woman, never been easier. I would think, never harder, but also never easier.
I would think so. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think the sugar daddy era is going anywhere though, man. Just because the inflation's going up, but salaries aren't going up, wages aren't going up. So now it's like you go ahead.
No, it's fascinating to me though because you brought up the generational stuff. Because I grew up in an era, and I know a lot of our audience has grown up like myself and Johnny, where you know you get into your 40s and it becomes that That midlife crisis, right? You ditch your wife and you go chase the 20-year-old. And what science is telling us and what research is telling us is that more and more men are doing that less and less, maybe because of what you said, which was, I don't got the time for that bullshit anymore. I've been around. I want to aspire for more.
Yeah, now I want to add to that too. Now we have fitness is popular now. So you got a lot of women in their mid and late 30s that still, they might look like they're in their 20s. And so this can be appealing to guys too. So
of course,
you might get a woman who's a little more mature, a little more stable, a little more experienced. So that might add to it as well.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, did you notice that John's taking a long pee right now?
Maybe he had to dump. Maybe his stomach changed his mind. His stomach got his own mind.
Brandon Jensen says, "Hey Marty, was checking out your Insta last night. Love your content, bro." Just a heads up there from Brandon Jensen.
Oh, appreciate that, bro.
He was out there on your IG. Yeah. So guys, we're just kind of having a quick chat about legacies. Tom Ritchie says, "Have you talked to Gen Z? We need a decoder ring." Yeah. There's a different language coming out of Gen Z, isn't there, Marty?
Yeah, most of the women I talk to are Gen Z. Because I'm like at the tail end of millennials.
Yes.
So
yes,
if right, I think Gen Z starts at what 20. They would be what 28 now or something like that. So
something like that. Yeah.
A lot of women I talk to are in that range. So yeah, and there's a difference between me and them. So I can't imagine somebody 40 trying to talk to them. It's like a whole different world.
Really?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so I'm fascinated by this. In what way? Like, what's the most unique way that's different? Like you notice?
Well, if you have a conversation, I'm assuming back in the day you would have a conversation over like music and TV shows.
Yeah.
Now it's like social media. Their algorithm is completely different. Like I'm learning stuff I might learn something from a woman who's like 28 and she ain't that much younger than me. And I'm like, what is that? Or what does that mean? Like,
right.
And they calling me Unc. And it's like, I'm not that much older than you. So it's just completely different now, it's tough.
I haven't really, this is fascinating to me again, because I never really thought about it in this literal way. But I guess if you're that demographic and you're seeing us and you're reading the same, I'll use a magazine metaphor. You're reading the same magazine every single day with that same content, and you're a couple years older than them, still the same, but yet different. You're reading a completely different magazine. You come together because you're only 24 months different in age, yet you're like, holy fuck, man, are you living on a different planet than I am? That's kind of what you're saying to me. It's like, it's that different, eh?
Yeah, like, so let's say, I'll talk to you and Johnny about, like, I can relate to Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know who that is.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I know some of the guys because we came up on television.
Oh,
the people that's popular to them are Instagram, the streamers, Twitch, YouTube. And if I'm not in that, I happen to be a content creator, so I'm aware. But somebody who's not in the content space like me, they can't relate to a lot of Gen Z because that's what they are. That's what they know. Because
their celebrities are not from television or movies like you and I grew up with. Their celebrities are from the platforms. I know it's like a dull moment for anybody listening. I go, of course, Uncle Keith, but I'm having a dull moment on the air because it's true. I never really thought about it that way, but that's exactly it, isn't it?
Exactly. So it's just like, and when I was managing the gym, all of my staff was like, Gen Z. So they would be like teaching me like the shows and the characters and stuff. And I'm just like, what the fuck is all this? So it's different. It's just different, man. It's
so tough. Me and John would be like ancient. Eh? Like we'd be like fucking foreign principles to somebody. Eh? Like we'd be like a foreign human. Or like, are you guys
foreign
alien?
to me? You're foreign to me. So you definitely be foreign to them.
Hey Johnny, how was that long piss?
It was good. Turned into a dump.
What I say? Yo, what I say? I just said, I know Johnny, I know you like the back of my hand now. I said that because I said Johnny's stomach has a mind of his own.
Yeah.
Well, this one, my stomach's good today. It was my asshole that decided.
Well, okay, then let's go here with this one. So
it was a pitcher. It was a
Hey Johnny, I know you're an almond fan and I know you're a walnut fan, right? You love both. You're right. You love both.
We're talking about the gay boys question. Yeah. And for everybody out there, I got no issues with homosexuals, just having fun with my gay brothers here.
That's Jesus. Marty, John's been under the conversation for the last 4.5 minutes, and he just jumps in, and we're both like, what? Hey Marty, Johnny, any comments on the men not chasing the young women anymore on that conversation? Surprised by it?
I just had this conversation with my brother, dude.
Because you and I grew up in the era where that was. Because you and I grew up in the era where that was the thing, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna get in my 40s, like, and speak the young.
I just had this conversation with 2 of my brothers.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. So and I got fucking lucky, I'll tell you. Like I said, because the way the time of Terry and I lined up was perfect. So I got to exclude myself from this conversation. The universe looked out for me. But so my oldest brother is going through a divorce. He's 65.
Dude. Oh, man.
Right? And I was kind of talking to him. I'm like, he's in great shape, fucking still works out, plays tennis, jogs. I'm like, dude, it's been a long road, man. He really tried to keep that thing together. And he's like, I'm so ready to have someone that will, do something with me, like he wants someone to go for a jog with him. He wants someone to play tennis with him. There was no connection.
Yeah.
And he goes like, and he goes, an intimacy, holy smokes. I can't wait for that too. Anyway. And so I was like, dude, you're 65, but you operate like you're, a normal, 45, 50-year-old.
Yeah.
I said, you're going to have a hard time finding a woman your age that can keep up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he goes, I understand. He goes, I know I'm going to have to look a little younger, but he was like, he goes, I really don't want to go into the 40s because the gap of development is going to be too big. He goes, I want someone that understands life like I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the oldest brother.
Yeah.
Brother that's down here. Right. And
yeah.
He's only 4 years older, and I give him advice when it comes to relationships all the time. He's been married 5 times, just got fucking getting divorced from his 5th one, who's fucking 25 years old. Right. And I told him, I was like, dude, when he meets this fuck girl, I said, listen, will you fucking do both of us a favor and not marry this girl? You don't have to marry her, but he falls in love so quickly. You know what I mean? And he's just got a heart of gold. He loves, you know what I mean? You can't hold it against him.
Yeah.
Can't hold it against him.
Yeah.
And he just told me the other night, he goes, the problem is I trust people too much. Well, we've known that for a long time, so let's not make this mistake again. But anyway, and we're having a conversation, and I'm like, look, dude, the conversations we have about you finding girls, you're always talking about how hot she's got to be. What do you think you're going to end up with? You're going to end up with someone that you don't relate to, and so you're looking for you're looking at the wrong shit. What you need to be looking at is the companionship of your mate.
Yes.
Yes. And so going back to what you asked me and the conversation about people, the dudes going down and getting these young girls, I think it's because we've seen enough of a trend of a 50-year-old going and finding a 25-year-old, and it just doesn't fucking make sense because it's only that upfront thing that seems so cool. After that, it's like you've got these 2 fucking different people that don't understand each other.
Well, you know what happens too, John, and I was laughing about this with actually Carter, in a subtle way a few weeks ago that, when we drove out there to take his girlfriend out to go see him. John, when we're young, right? It's physical, it's intimacy, it's sex, it's all that kind of shit. But when you pause, you're like, okay, wait a minute. That whole experience is going to take, let's have a joke here, 8 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Okay, so 30 minutes out of an entire month of how many hours? Or out of an entire week? So it's funny because when we're young, Marty, I'm being serious, Marty, right now you're like, okay, it's awesome. But to John's point, man, that 8 minutes, okay, I'm done for the week. I got to live with you for the rest of the week before I can have 8 minits again. So you really got to ask yourself, John,
it's like a trophy. It's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
You're okay. If that's what you're looking for, don't fucking make a relationship and a marriage out of it.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense.
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck? So it just, to me, I don't know. I mean, again, thank God that Terry came to me at a time that was worked, because I probably would have taken me. I would have figured this out too, but I always learn slow when it comes.
What's your gap with Terry, Johnny? What's your gap?
We're like the same. She's older than me by 9 months.
Oh, okay.
So we're the same age. Like right now, she's older.
Yeah.
She'll be January will be the same age again. So there's only yeah, because she's September 1st, 71. I'm January 8th, 72.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
There's only we're only 4 months apart.
Not even 5 months. Yeah.
Not even 9. Excuse me.
Tom Ritchie coming in saying, let's face it, older women care more about their health these days than the younger ones. It's hard to argue with that. Marty, I would think you'd probably agree with that, I would think.
Yeah, they're a lot of them still don't understand that surgery is like a quick fix. It's not a long-term thing. So you still got to take care of yourself with even if you get surgery, you know?
And because your mom gets up and gets after it, and I've seen a picture of your mom. Your mom your mom goes hard, right? And she's and she's got her shit together, got herself sorted out. So you got Marty's mom compared to a young lady, just a whole different perspective in life, right? So and Melissa comes in. Our team Melissa here says, and I appreciate this. The only way you'll know if you can connect with someone where there's a big age gap is to get to know them. Very, very true, Melissa. I appreciate that. And Melissa says,
so true.
28-year gap between me and my hubby, and we're a forever couple. And well, Laura and I are 13 years, right? And are there challenges? Well, sure, there's challenges in any relationship, of course, but you talk through them, you work through them, and you discuss them, right? And there's certain times we do. Yeah,
that's 13 years. When we're talking about a woman in the 40s and 50s, that's women not age, they develop faster. So that's
a mature woman.
Pretty good. But we're talking about 20s and 50s.
Oh, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And I'll crack a joke here, but hey, Marty, Leo's like, oh, you're 29? It's time for me to get a new one because you're going to be 30 next year. And he just rotates between 25 to 29.
Are these
I got a buddy of mine. A buddy of mine reached out to me. It was probably about 8 years ago now. And he's like, I met this chick and we have so much. I mean, we have great time together. We laugh, we enjoy the same stuff.
Yeah.
We have great sex. He goes, but she's just, she's his age. He's like, but she's not. She's like, I'm not used to seeing. I'm not mentioning any descriptive features because I don't want this person to figure out who I'm talking about if they're checking this out.
Yeah.
But he was just referencing the difference in someone that was 20 years older. And I was like, look, dude, do yourself a fucking huge favor. Close your eyes and don't worry about what she looks like. Ask yourself, do you have the companionship you're looking for?
Yeah.
And he was like, he goes, holy shit. He goes, and because he was kind of contemplating moving on, and that was like a fucking massive thing for him because we just, in our world, we're our girls got to be this, they got to be that, especially when especially like when I was making all those poor decisions because I was only judging that.
Yes.
It could be fucked up, and that didn't matter.
Well, yeah, I'm. It's incredible how we're just not taught these things, John. We're just not.
No.
And we learn them too late in life. That's why I'm really loving that Marty's leaning in and listening, man. And I say it with lots of love because it's just the idea of companionship, man. We just do not, as humans, spend enough time talking about that key word there. Right. When the sex is over or when the body is different or when the moments after the intimate, and John, redefining intimacy, right? As we get older, the definition of intimacy changes, John, doesn't it?
Oh, dude. You really like Terry, she's, even though she's Jesus Christ, 25 years older than when I met her.
Yeah.
She's more physically beautiful to me now than she was then.
Yeah.
When I first met her. And so that tells you that you're judging and you're feeling, and because if you're seeing if you're seeing the person age like physically and that's bothering you, you are fucking missing the boat. Like, I'm going to be totally fucking blunt here. My blood dad.
Yeah.
He was probably a huge part of why I was after the wrong thing in a female because my stepmom, you know, she would come to me when she needed help with him, you know, and she's like, you know, he wants me to lose weight and he's putting me on the scale every morning.
Oh my!
And I was like, you're kidding me. And I was like, and I said, okay, I'm going to come over. I'm going to talk to him. And I looked, I said, dude, what are you doing? I said, okay, first off, stand up and take your shirt off. So no, exactly. Okay. What are do you think that she's going to feel good about herself when you force her to get on the scale every morning? And if she's a pound up, now she's all fucked up because she thinks that you're not approving. I said, what is wrong with you? Wow. What would make you do this? But in his mind,
yeah,
you know, he was trying to shape and mold what he needed out of his wife.
What he needed out of his wife.
Yeah, it was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that he was attached to the physical things. There's no question. Anybody knew. But to go that far, it's like, man, you are just fucking not understanding, you know, the other human being. Holy shit.
Good morning, everybody. Hanging out with Keith, John, and Marty here. Mornings in live with Keith, John, and friends. Johnny, let's do a lifestyle tip with you, brother, and then we'll do a reset on hour 2, and then got a bunch more topics I want to get out here today. I want to talk shame. I want to talk about the silent epidemic. Marty, have you ever experienced? Do you think about shame yourself, Marty?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's part of life. You know, we all do. We all have done something we're ashamed about.
Can you stick around for that conversation?
Yeah, I'll be here for a while. Awesome.
Cool. Okay, let's do it. Jimmy, let's do a lifestyle tip with Anderson. We'll do a reset and let's come back and we're going to talk about shame, the silent epidemic that's maybe affecting all of us and maybe just things we don't want to talk about, but I want to talk about it here this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Jimmy, let's get that lifestyle tip rolling, brother.